Hey everybody, and welcome back to Caught Up in a Book with Lauren. My name is Lauren, and here on this channel you will get book reviews and more for the culture. In today's video, we will be spotlighting two authors that are prominent in the urban fiction community. We have Ashley and JaQuavis, also known as Mr. and Mrs. Coleman. Ashley and JaQuavis Coleman are a husband and wife writing team. They write and publish books both separately and together. They are what we would call the ultimate tag team of urban fiction. They are both New York Times bestselling authors that started writing as teenagers. They both received publishing deals as college students, okay, like freshman year college students. And they also went to the same school together. They went to Ferris State University. They are both natives of Flint, Michigan, okay? They are book lovers as well. They are book lovers so much to the fact that they had their very first date at a bookstore, according to sources. Okay. Their very first book is by the name of Dirty Money. It came out in 2005, and there are 3 books in that series. They are also well known for The Cartel, which came out in 2008. There are 10 books in that series, and the latest one was published in 2021. So that is very recently. There are other books including Murderville, Carter Diamond, Girls from the Hood. Their catalog is huge. Collectively and separately, they are both avid, avid avid writers. Again, like I said, they are both from Flint, Michigan, and you already know with names like The Cartel, Dirty Money, and Murderville, somebody used to sell drugs or somebody was in a heavily drug influenced atmosphere, okay? And Flint is a major city. It was one of those GM cities, like a manufacturing city. So there was a lot going on. But according to Wikipedia, JaQuavis himself started selling drugs at the age of 12, y'all. And one of their first interactions also included drugs, according to the information that I found online. But I love that they have turned things around for themselves, for their families, and hopefully, for many generations after them. They found a legitimate way to elevate themselves to the next level. No drugs, no no like side eye hustle. Every job requires like some sort of hustle, but not the hustle that's going to make people have to give you the side eye or make you have to, look behind you and look over your shoulder everywhere you go. So they went from, and I'm saying it was really JaQuavis, according to the information I saw that was out there in them streets. But I mean, we've all seen Power, okay? And Ashley could have very easily been encouraging him to stay out in the streets versus, they found something that they could do together, and now it has elevated them to where that's not even an option that's on the table. So you can't knock the hustle as far as this is concerned, okay? I'm gonna stop saying okay, y'all, I promise. All right, so in 2012, they were listed in Ebony's Power 100 at number 27, along with people such as Oprah Winfrey, the Obamas, and the Carters, Jay-Z and Beyonce. They started their very own publishing company in 2013, and the name of that company is the Official Writers League. So Ashley and JaQuavis collectively have a huge catalog. A huge catalog. And if you watch my video about the best apps to read on, you know that Ashley and JaQuavis are also very accessible online. And when I say that, I mean their books and their writings are accessible online. They were on almost every platform that I mentioned in that video. And I don't know, since they work for themselves, they do self-publishing now. I was going to say, I don't know if that's the people behind them making that happen or they're doing it themselves, but it must be them because they are everywhere. The part of the reason why I fell in love with the Hoopla app was because they had so much Ashley and JaQuavis on there. I think I read all the cards. Excuse me, yeah. I think I read all the cartel books on the Hulu app and many more, but I know specifically the cartel. I don't know why I remember that one so well, but definitely read many of their books on Hoopla. I also own them, got some from Amazon, and if you are interested in any of their books, the link for Amazon will be down below for accessing their Amazon pages. And you should also check out this video that I'll have linked above. It is the one listing all the apps where you can access Ashley and JaQuavis's books online, and some of those options are free. You can get them for free 99. So Ashley herself, she writes under the pen name of Ashley Antoinette, which is her middle name. So most of her books are listed as Ashley Antoinette. JaQuavis, some of his books are listed as or written under just JaQuavis, and some are listed with his full name, JaQuavis Coleman. And most of their books together simply just say Ashley and JaQuavis. So that is kind of what I know them as, Ashley and JaQuavis. Ashley has about 30 books published under her own name with just her as Ashley Antoinette, and JaQuavis has about 10 under his own name with as in just JaQuavis. But the catalog overall is thick. There are over 50 books published amongst them, like collectively and individually. The number is over 50. That's a lot of books to choose from. That's a lot of reading, y'all. And that is a lot of writing that they have been doing for the past few years, okay? A lot of writing. They have mini series in their book collection and a few standalone books. A lot of the books are based on characters, and then like another series, a character might get like a spin-off. So a lot of times you meet characters that you already have interacted with, like in another book or another series, that sort of thing. Or maybe you meet a family member that maybe got someone into something, and it's usually like built, one series or one book is usually very likely built on another book or another series. And it might be like a continuation, prequel even, but that's something I do like about their books, but it's also something that can lead to a tiny bit of confusion for someone like me. A tiny bit of confusion. A lot of times they have very distinct names too. They don't just give simple names like Keisha, Brittany, Lauren, James, Joe, Tim, Carter. Matter of fact, they do have a Carter. Carter might be the most simple, like straightforward name in the book. People in the books have elaborate names, and there may or may not be a story behind some of the names. Some of them are biblical. I know Ezekiel and Ezra are biblical names, and some are Afrocentric names, meaning I really don't know the origin of them. They kind of sound like Islamic or Muslim names, but right now I can't even think of any of those names that stick out, so I can't give you an example. But that's part of the thing that leads to a little overwhelmingness and confusion for me sometimes. It'd be a lot of characters, it'd be a lot of backstory, it'd be a lot of layers. A lot of layers. But anyway, and they like have nicknames too. Can't just be their regular name. Gotta have the regular complicated name plus the nicknames. And I do understand that. I come from a black family. We all have nicknames, but most of our nicknames are based on our actual names. It's like a shortened version of our name, or a nickname that's just been around long enough. But sometimes their nicknames match like a shortened version, and sometimes it's like totally different, like Ethic. hmm Or like a Respect from Takira Allen. But we're not talking about Takira right now. We're talking about Ashley and JaQuavis. Anyway, guys, the books by the pair do not offer a conservative read, okay? If you get a book by Ashley, if you get a book by JaQuavis, if you get a book by both of them, it will not be a conservative read. If you are sheepish, if you are squeamish, if you are any kind of ish, um, you know, proceed with caution. Proceed with caution, because you get a little bit of everything. You're gonna get the glitz and glam, but you're gonna get the grit and the cold hard, truth of the matter. It's not a conservative read. Like I said, they take their history into account. Growing up in a place like Flint, I know they have probably seen a lot, heard a lot. Outside of Flint, another, I guess, hot spot in their books is Miami. We know what happens in Miami. You got sex, drugs, and rock and roll, okay? But their stories are mainly set, I'm not going to say mainly. Many of their stories are set in Flint, but Miami is also a hot spot for setting locations in their books. And we also get a little international flair. We went overseas to London in a couple books or series, if I'm not mistaken. Well, I know they did, but I don't know if it's just a couple books or a whole series. And we definitely spent some time in Cuba. So it's not a boring read, even based off the settings. That's going to give you some variety. But it's urban fiction. It's true urban fiction, like, I guess, classic urban fiction. It checks all the urban fiction boxes, okay? Sexy, sex, dirty mouths, okay? Drugs, selling, using, heavyweight, lightweight. You have the simple stuff like a little weed, a little joint being passed, but you also have kilos of coke moving in weight, all that good stuff, okay? All that good stuff in urban fiction books, not in real life. You also have violence. You got violence. You got people paying debts or paying for their sins and all that type of thing. You got the street code, the G code, that type of thing. So if you are looking for a conservative read, this is not where you need to be looking. You won't find that in the works of Ashley and or JaQuavis, okay? That's not what they do. They give you the real, they give you the raw, they give you the tea, okay? But it may not be a conservative read, but it's a good read, okay? It's a read that I don't think you will regret. And that is why I am spotlighting this husband and wife duo, because they are on it. I admire them. I admire them a lot for their work ethic and for even their marketing and things like that. I admire them a lot. So Ashley and JaQuavis are both active online. They interact with their readers and their followers. Ashley is, in my opinion, a little more active, or maybe I see her more. I don't know, but she is on there often. She does content related to her own books, also content related to or kind of geared towards other aspiring authors. She gives us a touch of, maybe lifestyle a little bit. I don't think she's doing it on purpose, but that's what I get a little bit. I see the day, well taken care of over there in the Coleman household. And in 2022, that is what the internet allows us to do or make a decision about. So, in addition to having over 50 books together, the couple also has a son. They have one son who was born in 2010, making him about 12 at the time of this recording. And we'll have to wait and see if he follows in his parents' footsteps. But he was listed as a co-author or co-writer on a book that was published in 2020 with his mother, and the name of the book is The Girl Behind the Wall. The Girl Behind the Wall. In addition to writing books, JaQuavis is also a film producer and a director, and the two of them sold the rights to the Cartel books to be made into a movie. They sold those rights to the Cash Money company. Apparently, they have like a film division, and they did the sale in 2012, which is almost 10 years ago. I am not aware of there actually being a movie or any movement on making that happen, but if I find anything, I will leave it in the description box below. And I do believe that several of the books are capable, would be interesting in a movie form. It would definitely be a dramatic retelling, and that's something that I would look forward to. So hopefully we get that in the future. So guys, that is going to be it for now from me. I could definitely go on a little longer, but I think I have gotten that message across to you. You're going to have to go get a book. Okay? You have plenty to choose from. Go pick up a book by Ashley. Go pick up a book by JaQuavis. Go pick up a book by Ashley and JaQuavis. And I think after that one book, you will definitely be hooked. But I thank you so much for sticking around, listening to this video. Special shout out to Ashley and JaQuavis Coleman. Also special shout out to Carl Weber, who I can't say discovered them, but he did give them their first publishing deal, okay? He put us on. So when great minds get together, we get wonderful things. So thanks to all of them for all the good that they do with the pen. Thank you for watching and listening. Please like, share, and subscribe. We are on a growth journey here on this channel. We are trying to grow and build a community. So please, if you like the video, if you like the content, show me that you like it by liking the video. Also, please subscribe so you can be up to date and catch up on the next video, which is coming soon. Coming really soon. And I'm glad to say that I have something special planned for Christmas. It's going to be the 12 days of Christmas. Okay, I haven't worked out all the details yet, but stick around, come back, make sure you subscribe so you'll be the first one to know when 12 Days of Christmas is official over here on this channel. Happy reading, everybody. I will talk to you next time. Bye bye.